pee on all of my. I like when that wet on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Still ain't got time with you. All of these, my body, I got pissed. Somebody keep checking my pose.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Oakland Raiders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Lock in.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. He leaves this one for Howard. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Reset.
On first down, Watson. And that's complete to Adams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. Powers through again. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. 2
big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now Watson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Goes underneath for Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Now it's Trubisky. He dumps it off for Henry. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the interception, here's Watson. Over the middle to Smith. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, Watson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They run with Howard. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Throwing on third down, Watson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll toss it to Henry. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw. Cooper's got it. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. They set up the screen for Henry. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They They go play action with Trubisky. And he finds Stills complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Again to Henry. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to...
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace.
Gotta go.
Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a handoff to Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And that's complete to Jesse James. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
To throw on second is Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Down. Back 22. Back.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a play fake here on first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Watson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that. First half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Henry. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half.
What up,
he's able
dude?
to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor.
Playing this great
of a
game
big
right
second
now,
half.
man.
A
6-3
solid run
in the
by
third
Derrick
quarter.
Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Trubisky.
Got him. Got him. Let's go, Roberts. Let's go. Touchdown. 13-3. Let's go.
Seth Roberts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Huh?
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the
What, you on
plays they
2K?
dream
You
of.
on 2K?
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he
Soon
took
as I
off,
finish this game, I'm
I
going to
mean,
get on.
let's
It's the only
face
game
it,
I got.
that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And
Huh?
off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Can't hear you.
This is taken at his 4.
Yeah, with
And a nice return sets him up pretty
yeah.
good here at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does him no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's all we can get it done.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
Yo, bro, watch what you say. We live.
13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I said we live.
Watson now 6 for
No,
6 since
I don't care about that.
out.
I don't think nobody cares about that.
First
I'm
and
just
10.
saying.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Yeah. Way to fight that block, baby. Come on, we here, man.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage.
Picked off, baby. Picked off. I didn't even go down. Wait, how y'all call me dead? I didn't go down.
Yeah. His guys will get the football back.
Leilani,
So now
do you ever make runs for school?
interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know,
Yeah, bye, go. I don't care. I don't care what y'all do. Y'all mother come home and yell at y'all, that's on y'all.
Things are going to pick up. I've got
That's
this.
on y'all.
But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding.
Good catch, Stills. Let's go. Good
He
catch.
takes it all the way down to the
Way to come and get that for me.
A big play that time for the Raiders. 48
Good
yards.
catch.
So the big play changes the complexion
catch,
of things.
Stills.
Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Now Trubisky on first down.
Oh, don't drop it.
Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there
drop
of
that,
them
man.
making it
Don't
difficult
drop
to
that.
complete a pass.
Here's
Yo,
second
wide
and 10
receiver,
now
don't
from
drop
about the
that.
32.
Wide receiver converted to tight end. Man, you can't be dropping.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry.
Let's go, D-Rec.
Finding room
Beat him to the sideline, D-Rec.
all the way down to the 12-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled. Especially
Who
that
else
first
is on,
down.
bro?
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there.
Hey, what
Just
up,
one
P5?
big carry away from busting this open. That's a
Yeah,
good start
yeah.
for him.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Pass incomplete.
Almost
The
threw a
linebacker,
pick.
Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
18. Set up. 180.
From the shotgun is Trubisky.
Oh, wrong button.
To the back of the end zone,
Oh, I pressed the
incomplete.
wrong
This drive,
button.
which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a
Oh, my
roadblock here with 2 straight
God,
incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're
I
making a
had
stand
Cooper
right
wide
here,
open for a
right now.
touchdown,
But it is
man. I
3rd and
pressed
10. They've
fucking
got to get after him one more
circle
time.
instead
Big
of box,
play coming
man.
up.
Just because
Here's
I
3rd
switched
and
them
10.
on sides. So
Expect to
that
see some pressure here.
The
fucking
pressure
number crossed
drops
me up,
off as they
man.
look to throw. And that's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a
Should have
flag
had a
there
touchdown
offensively.
there.
Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the
That
lead.
nigga moved the
He's been
ball
solid,
on
hasn't
easy
he?
in the first
And he
quarter,
lives
yo.
up to
I
the
held them
adage
to
that every
3.
offensive coach has
And
ever
that's
said
it.
to us. We want to end every
Defense been
possession
lights out
with a
then.
kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
This one fielded at the 5. And he
Yeah, we
brings it
here.
all the way out
We
to
there,
the
56.
38-yard line.
Come
Great
back around.
return. And now out comes Houston. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something.
This is caught inside the 15.
Good catch.
And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Fucking score 40-something seconds? Not even. With fucking 45 left. 40 fucking seconds you let him score, man.
And you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
They got the extra point, and that will get them one closer.
Get that deep bomb. That's trash.
Bailey now to kick this one away.
They're getting burned all day. Now you want to give them that deep bomb.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Forced out to his left. They've got his man.
Let's go, Stills. User playmaker, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Come on, man. Let's score, man. Let's score, guys.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario.
Got him, Coop.
Tell you what they're looking for.
Oh my God!
Sure still attacking.
Why did he make Coop run that route?
Not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Yo,
now,
Coop
meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away.
You got to throw that ball better, bro.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds
Good block, baby. Good block.
A nice gain of 21 yards. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
I'm in the 4th quarter, so let's play it out.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This one caught left side by Cooper. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
Touchdown, baby. Let's go. Let's go!
In for the score. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Come on,
They
man.
found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Gotta go.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And
Yo,
he is
one of y'all
not
niggas
gonna
got to
get
get
in
that
there.
block,
He
man.
stops short
There's
of the
no
goal
way he
line,
does that.
And the lead is going to stay right where it is.
He let computer do it, too. He lucky he let
Out is the
computer do it.
kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Airing it out deep for Smith.
And that's holding. Let me back him up.
However, we do
holding.
have a flag down.
Back that up. You can't grab my
Check in with
defense
our
like that.
referee.
That was going to be a
So a
sack.
holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he
Where the hell is my safety, man? Where's my safety? I'm in cover 4 and y'all got burnt.
There for the Texans. 62 yards.
Cover 4 and y'all got burnt, man. Christ, man. Cover freaking 4.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Come back.
Watson on 1st down.
Oh my God, I couldn't pick that.
Touchdown, Houston.
I couldn't pick that.
Jesse James, his
coming
third
up for that
touchdown
pick,
now
man.
on
Y'all
the
not gonna
year.
let me pick
And
that.
the Texans have cut it to within a score. Extra point try by Bailey.
God, yeah, they're 3 points all game and then freaking give up 16.
Extra point up and good by Bailey.
14
and now
points
things get a
within
bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Bailey now to kick this one away.
Sorry. Keeps going, man. Just keeps going. Keeps going.
Cunningham now to
All you
return.
gotta do is score. You better
And
not
not a
fumble.
bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Oh, why you throw it out of bounds?
Incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Richard on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. On 3rd down, Trubisky.
Oh, no, don't drop it.
Attack made the ball roam free and
How do you
brings up
drop
4th
it,
down.
my nigga? How do you drop it?
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think
You
in
can't
this
drop
situation,
that, man.
the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but
cannot
I'm
drop
happy
that
they kept
pass,
that flag
man.
in the back pocket.
Cannot
And
drop
this is
that
away.
pass.
It's a
Put him
high
like a
kick,
five.
and he got all of it.
One, y'all just coffin corner punt that nigga at the
And again,
one,
it's the
yo.
Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
From the end zone, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's James. And all the way to the opposite 48.
Wow.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Back to throw. Escapes.
Sack, let's go, man.
He's taken down.
I think normally
He's
we
wanting
would
that
talk
cross
about this
route,
more
man.
in
We gotta play that
basketball
cross route,
plays,
guys. Come on.
but let's adopt
can't
it
be the
in
only
this
one
case.
playing that.
He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Somebody
Had
gotta
the
play that.
interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He's back to throw.
And he picked him.
That one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive. The bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw.
Give me that. Give me that pick, man. Give me that pick, man.
Picked off near the 34. And they have the football.
Let's go.
Set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Now, come on, Derrick Henry. Grind this game out, man. 1 first down and we going home. Let's go.
Picks between last week and this week after that one.
1 first down, man. Make them burn these timeouts, man.
6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Make them burn
Now
these
the Texans are
timeouts,
going to
guys.
stop
Come
it
on.
as they signal for a timeout.
Make them burn all
as
these
they'll talk
timeouts.
things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I'm running. I need
So
1
they
first
come
down
up
in
on
this ball
2nd
game,
down,
though.
and they can get another run
1
like
first
we just
down.
saw.
Come on.
Would likely put an
Who
end to
got
this
it?
thing. They'll run it again with Henry.
One first down, man. One first down, man. Game over.
Right at the 45-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
He's still rumbling.
That's what I'm talking about, Derrick Henry. Could have run that ball, man.
Well conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And the busy night for Henry continues.
Let's go. Oh, Derrick Henry almost broke it. 16 carries, 94 yards. No touchdowns, but you had a hell of a day for me. That's ball game right there. Victory formation. Let's go. Dang, that was a big win, man. Way to hold on to that one, dude. Fuck that one over. Messed it up. Me and my dogs. I built this Raiders team from scratch, man.
So from the 36
got a bunch of rookies out here playing.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Raiders, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And
somebody else in here with us?
Meanwhile, for Houston,
I had 338
they drop back to
passing
500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home.
What score?
Again.
What quarter, y'all?
56. Real quick. You probably